If you're like me and you accidentally open my anime list at 3 am and stare into the ecchi category like it's the abyss, then you have probably noticed something: the steep decline of cultured anime in recent years. We went from the glorious peaks of high school DxD to whatever the hell we're stuck with now. We lived through a time period where adaptations remove even the faintest whiff of romance to appeal to general audiences, like Isekai non Birinoka, where two characters literally don't even hold hands, somehow they mysteriously have a whole ass baby. So naturally, a question begins to bubble up. Does true culture simply cease to exist anymore? Are otakus truly extinct? In the modern landscape, anime has been split in two worlds. On one side, non-ecchi, the My Hero Academia's, Attack on Titans, Dandaduns of the world. They get the big budgets, the flashy sakuga, the serious adaptations. But here's the thing, if everything is just battle shounen, anime stops being anime. It just becomes Marvel movies with Japanese subtitles. So on the other side, we have ecchi, a dying genre that can best be described as a decaying corpse, carried on the shoulders of studios like Passion and TNK, desperately trying to keep it alive. Gone are the days of gems like Seikon no Kwaser, Yusha ni Narenakatta, and Kodomo no Jikan. And yet ironically, the few ecchi shows that do come out now, they've gone completely wild. No more No, now it's welcome to the dungeon, motherfucker. And sure, while Radio of Hero was big garbage, but it left me asking the real question. Where's the middle ground? Where are the pansy shots? Where's the high school DxDs of the modern era? Where's another Oni-Ai? And where are the shows with actual plot sprinkled with just the right amount of spice? Because here's the truth. Tits without context are just tits. Let me introduce you to Salvation. Enter Nukitashi. Nukitashi, released in 2018 as an eroge visual novel, finally answers the most important debate in anime community for the past decades. Which came first, anime or hentai? Because the correct answer is both. Because where Ishizoku reviewers and Radio of Healer merely poked the boundary of what's acceptable, Nukitashi took that boundary, lit it on fire, and held a mass orgy on top of it. The premise, simple. On this weird island, premarital sex is mandatory. Everyone, especially teenagers, is legally required to participate in weekly orgies. And if you dare resist the sex machine, you get tied to a wooden pole and forced to participate as punishment. Now, standing alone in this madness is our protagonist, Junosuke Tachibana, the most Christian protagonist since Bible Black, a man so disgusted by loveless copulation that he creates a resistance group called No Love No Life. Oh wait. And of course, because anime, his obstacle is every single girl trying to, including his Imoto. And just when you think it can't possibly escalate any further, it does, because like every good anime, Nukitashi has a tournament arc, except that it's not martial arts, not superpowers, because those are for plebs. Ladies and gentlemen, words fail me. This is not ecchi. This is not hentai. This is performance art. And the craziest part is, Passion, the studio behind this, Passion could have easily half-assed this, but they didn't. They gave it love, care, animation budget. 70% of every episode is lovingly drawn orgies. It could have been lazy Gunabait, but no, they made it artistic Gunabait. Now, it might sound like I'm shitting on the anime, but being for real, this rarely matters for anime. Studios experimented with edgy concepts, crazy archetypes, wild fan service, things mainstream anime wouldn't even dare. Things that would give modern anime fans a Subaru style PTSD that they need to watch kisses to come out of. And a lot of tropes we take for granted in modern anime started in ecchi. Without ecchi, you don't get harem comedies. You don't get fan service parody episodes in shounen. You don't even get half the memes that carried the anime culture in the 2000s and 2010s. Ecchi normalized risk taking, it gave anime its chaotic variety, and most importantly, it made anime unpredictable. Yeah, it's sometimes cursed, sometimes it's trash, but sometimes it's High School DxD, sometimes it's Golden Boy, sometimes it's Yosuga no Sora. Sometimes it's that perfect balance of ridiculous fan service and genuine story, because let's be honest with ourselves, while the characters certainly are not real human beings, we care for them more than we do for actual human beings. Maybe that's just me though. So while you may enjoy the sanitized, family-friendly modern shonens that come out, but the bottom line is, you don't really feel that intimately for the characters without doing the traditional things. It could be shipping, fan art, literally anything, because at the end of the day, you care more for characters when you see them being vulnerable in more than the same I don't have the power to beat the bad guy way. And if you erase that, if you sterilize anime into only being PG-13 safe marketable shonens, anime loses its soul, because multiple flavors don't need to exist if they all taste like vanilla. So, well, yeah, for some people, Nukitashi is insane, Nukitashi is unhinged, Nukitashi is possibly a war crime. But you know what else it is? It is the undeniable evidence that culture sells. Culture will return. Because here's the secret, being an anime fan isn't about fitting in with the mainstream, being an anime fan isn't about wanting to watch the most niche, unheard of OVAs from the 90s. Being an anime fan is about embracing the chaos, the cursed, the cringe, the cultured. So what is the takeaway here? Why did I make this video? Why is this the first video I'm making on YouTube? Because I truly feel that this isn't said enough, but culture is good. Culture is necessary. Culture is what makes anime. So the next time someone calls you cringe for watching something too cultured, just smile, look them dead in the eyes, and remember, they'll never understand the thrill of the sex Olympics. Stay cultured, king. I'm really sorry if my voice sounds bad because this is the first time I'm ever doing a voiceover. So I hope I improve further with more videos that I make. Anyways, thank you and keep loving anime. Peace.